Today, we are talking about high impact communication in your business, always focusing on how you can save time and energy while you're increasing your consistency and impact. So, we're going to take you through some guided questions that will help you pick the highest priority system for high impact communication in your specific business. I'd love for you to grab some paper, maybe a journal, find a quiet place if that is something that exists in your home. Find a timer, or if your phone has one, that's fine as well. And we'll start brainstorming here. You can pause the video as needed. To start thinking about your business and your communication, I'd like you to think first about your business goals. What would you like to see happen in your business in the next 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever it is for you? Just jot down some ideas for what you would like to see. Again, pause the video at any time. I'm going to kind of breeze through these slides, but I want you to have time to write down your answers to these questions. What do your customers, team, or leads need to do for you to reach those goals? So for example, if you have a sales goal, your customers are going to need to do things like order or book appointments. It's going to look different for everybody's business. So jot down some ideas for what actions people will take so that you can reach your business goals. Here's a big one. Now that you know what behaviors you want to see from people, there is some action you can take. What can you do to influence those behaviors? So for the previous example, if I want my sales to go up a certain amount in the next 3 months, that means I want my customers to order a certain amount in the next 3 months. What can I do to influence ordering behaviors? What kind of actions can I take? What do I need to know about my customers so that I can support them, nudge them into taking those actions? Take a moment, answer these questions, and then move on to: how can you add value to people on your list? What are you doing aside from asking for a sale? How are you educating, informing, engaging? What kind of value can you add? Knowing who you are as a person and what skills and experience and knowledge you have, but also what you know about your business or industry or products or services. You're going to be able to add value in a lot of different ways. Jot down some ideas here, please. I, of course, always want you keeping in mind that Project Broadcast is a tool that is going to help you with your communication. So just start thinking, now that you know where you want your business to be, what kind of behaviors you'll see from people to help you reach your business goals, what kind of actions you'll be taking, and how you can add value. How does that look in terms of communication? And hopefully using Project Broadcast so you can save some time and energy. Remember, always come back to this. We want to decrease the time and energy that you are spending on outgoing communication, and we want to increase the impact that you are having and the consistency that you're having so people are not slipping through the cracks, you're not dropping the ball anywhere. Let's start brainstorming. In my mind, there are 5 main buckets of business communication, and I have them listed here. They are onboarding, follow-up, regular check-ins, invites or continuing education, and recognition/appreciation. These can be seen in all of the groups that you might be communicating with. So customers, team, leads, but maybe even subgroups like new customers or customers who have been around a while. So think in terms of these 5 main buckets when we start talking about what kind of business communication we want to do in the next few slides. But also, if you have others, feel free to include them here. This is not an exhaustive list of categories. On the right-hand side of the screen here, there are just some ideas to get your wheels turning. What I would love for you to do is set a timer and write down every single idea you have for business communication. You can take a screenshot of this if you want to so that you can get your list going, or you can just pause the video here if you'd like. If you don't like any of these ideas, You don't have to use them. That is the beauty of this. This is your brainstorm for your business. And I just like you to write down ideas that will serve your people. Your action step here is going to be just to jot down that complete list. So again, set a timer, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long you want to give it, and just come up with a list of ideas that make sense for your specific business. Step 2 is next. I would like you to wait to move on until you have that list of ideas. As soon as you're ready, you can go on to step 2. And step 2 is prioritizing, because coming up with ideas is super fun, but the title of this video is High Impact Communication. So I don't want you setting up 20 things all at once and being spread too thin. I'm really going to try to help you pin down your highest impact, most urgent, most important system to set up in Project Broadcast. Step 1, well, it's really step 2. So step 2A is to write a letter next to every item on your brainstorm list. A's are going to be things that you would like to accomplish in the next month or so. B's are going to be a little bit later on, so maybe next month or so. And then C's kind of sound fun. You'd like to do them someday, but they are not your top priorities. When you have a letter written next to every item on your list, just like I have here on my list, go ahead and go to the next step. The next step then is to number these. So you're going to write a number next to each letter based on priority. The A's are all going to have their own set of numbers. B's are going to have their own set, and C's are going to have their own set. So for example, if you have 5 A's or things that you'd like to accomplish this month, you're going to have an A1. That is your most important thing to set up right away. It could be something that you're really dropping the ball on, or something that you need to automate because it's so repetitive, but you know it's important, but you don't want to do it over and over again manually anymore. That might be your A1. Your A2 is next in importance, A3, A4, A5, and so on. And then you'll get to your B's, and you will order them 1 through whatever. And your C's will also be ordered 1 through whatever. This is optional, but I find it really helps get my head straight. So choose to do it or not, totally up to you. I like to rewrite my list in priority order. So A1 is at the very top, and my last C is at the very bottom. What is your A1? Do you know how to implement it? Do you know what features to use in Project Broadcast to automate it? Do you need to access our training first? Your action steps are going to be to choose your A1 system. If you do not know how to set up that system, I would definitely check out the web school training on that feature. If you are not sure how to set up that A1 system, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can comment on this video. You can find us on Facebook, through text, by email. Wherever you normally access us, go ahead and say, hey, I have this awesome idea. What is that called in Project Broadcast? What's the easiest way to set that up? We'll be more than happy to share a resource to help you with that. You're going to go ahead and implement that idea. Once you know how to do it, cross it off your list, move on to A2, move on to A3, move on to A4, right? You're just going to keep mowing through this list. And in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, you're going to have these beautiful systems set up in Project Broadcast that are really going to serve your business well, because you're serving people well, right? If you hit a wall at all, ask us questions. We love to hear from you. I hope this helps. I cannot wait to hear what your A1 is. Thanks for learning with me.